Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be looking into motion that are done by the charge within the magnetic field. Very first, what is magnetic field? Magnetic field is a field in which it's a force, it's a kind of a force in which the magnet, which usually has a north pole and a south pole, makes a charge or the object feel the magnetic force while crossing up their side. Just suppose for a while I have placed two plates, which one has the north pole and second has the south pole. Now this is a line that is showing us the direction of the magnetic field. The magnetic field is from the north to the south pole. Now just suppose for a while if I say that N charge, now this charge doesn't mean that it should be positive or it should be negative, it can be anything. It can be neutral as well. It can be a photon, it can be any ray, anything. But any charge that is moving from this direction, like from this place, and it's moving around this place, just suppose for a while. So what force will this specific object will face? How we can find out what is the direction of this specific thing, or what can be done by this specific thing? This is what we're gonna cover in today's lecture. At very first, as I stated, that there are different terminologies and different situations when an object or when a charge is moving through the magnetic field. The first condition is that this is a charge, it is moving from this magnetic field, and the direction of this magnetic or this charge is actually straight, like in between the north and the south pole. So at very first, what I have just said, that the direction of this charge is forward. This is the direction of the magnetic field. So what would be the angle in between it? How could we find that, okay, where the force would be maximum, where the force will be minimum? So that's what we can actually clarify. What is force here? Now we do have a formula to find out what will be the force at this specific space or at this specific point, where F is equal to Q, the charge, V, the velocity of the charge, and then the B, that is the magnetic field. In addition, there is a sine theta. Now when the sine theta comes, it's question of mine from you that tell me either sine theta come when there is a cross product or a and dot product. It's my question from you all. Why? Well, let's move back to the topic that we were discussing. So, in this situation, the sine theta basically tells us the basics, that what will be the influence of the angle on the force. We all know that sine theta at this situation, we are here, if you'll say that what is the sine theta, to here sine theta will be 1. The sine theta will be 90. So sine theta at 90 degree is what? 1. Now what if I say that direction of the particle moving is at this place? Like the direction, let me remove this one right first. The charge that I was telling you guys about is now moving along the magnetic field, like from the north to south, or maybe south to north. So what would be the influence of the force in this condition? What you all need to do is just look into the theta. Sine 0, or another condition is sine 180 is equal to what? Is equal to 0. So here the force will be equal to 0. This because of the angle. These were two things. Now we all know that whenever an object is having an value of the theta 1, so we consider it as the maximum state. And when in theta is 0, so we consider as a 0. So what we have learned so far, let me concise it for you. That whenever sine theta is equal to 0, so the condition is maximum. The force is maximum. Force is maximum. If the force is equal to sine theta and sine theta is equal to 90, here the condition can be 0 or 180. Okay, here I did a mistake. Let me re-explain it to you. Whenever force is directly equal to sine theta, and here the value of the sine theta is 90, so the force will be maximum. If the force is equal to sine theta and sine theta is equal to 0, so the force will be 0 again. If the force is equal to sine theta and sine theta is equal to 270, so here again the condition would be maximum. And if f is equal to sine theta and sine theta is equal to 180, then the force would be 0. This table can help you out to create a basic understanding how the things actually work in the terms of the thetas. In the next video, I'll explain you about the superimposition. Let me give you an introduction that I have only told you a situation where object is either moving in this direction, either moving in this direction. What if I say that object is moving in this direction, creating a random angle? So this is called the superimposition of an object, and that I'll discuss in detail in upcoming video. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you so much for watching and be there.